everyone, welcome back to Shift. Today, we're diving into a comprehensive tutorial on how to use Slack in Shift. Slack is a popular messaging tool that I myself use daily. We tend to get quite a few different questions concerning Slack as it is one of our more popular apps, so we wanted to provide a bit more of a walkthrough to help answer any questions that may arise. So let's dive in. Alright, so first step is definitely going to be to add Slack into your Shift setup. As you can see here, I actually already have Slack added into my sidebar, but it does not hurt to add another. In fact, that is a benefit to Shift, is being able to have multiple instances of Slack added into Shift all at once, all being signed in to different accounts. So you're going to locate this plus button down here and you're going to select Add Application. From here, you can search Slack and press Add. Here you can name it whatever you want, choose the color. And then here is one part where some people might get a little bit confused. So it is going to ask for your team domain here. I'm going to show you how to add that. So to find the team domain, you're going to want to open up the Slack app that you may have already on your desktop or mobile device. And you're going to want to locate the workspace name in the sidebar. It should be at the top left if you're looking on desktop. And then you can press this down button here and you'll be able to locate the URL that you have. As an example for this Acme Corporation, it does look like this Acme Inc. is going to be that team domain and that URL that you are going to use to access Slack inside of Shift. Once you find that team domain, you're going to add it into here and press save, and then you can add that Slack instance into Shift. One thing we do want to point out is that we already have added this slack.com at the very end, so you will notice in your Slack accounts that it will say xyz.slack.com. Please do not re-add the .slack.com as this will make it invalid and Slack will not work, so you'll just want to remove that part as we already have it here. Then you can proceed with signing in with your preferred sign-in method, the one that you typically use. If you do have the Slack app added onto your device outside of Shift at the time that you log in, you will get a screen prompting you to open Slack inside the app. However, there will be a button where you can choose to open Slack within your browser, which you'll want to choose when working in Shift so that your Slack can open up directly inside of Shift. Here's an example of my Slack when I have it all added in and logged in. As you can see that it is very similar to the Slack app itself. As you may know, Shift does use the web version of apps inside of Shift, and so some differ a little slightly in functionality or key features. However, Slack is one of the many apps that I find is almost nicer on desktop as it is a lot larger, and you'll find that you might even have more room to add different workspaces and Slack channels inside of the desktop version. I do want to mention that we do have one known issue within our Slack app that isn't quite functioning with Shift as we'd hope, and that is going to be when you are in a Slack huddle and you are trying to open a mini window, it will open another blank tab and unfortunately will not work. As I'm filming this, it is the end of November 2023, and so as of now, that status is still being in development as multi-window support is not yet available and supported within Shift. We want to make sure that you're aware of this issue when using Slack so that there are no surprises when you're trying to open up that mini window in a huddle. We hope that that is not too large of an issue and that you can continue to use Slack inside of Shift just as much as you would use outside of Shift. Now that you have Slack added into Shift and you know how to use it, you will be able to make changes as you see fit. If you want to change how notifications are acting within your Slack, you can definitely change this just as you would within the app. So if you find here, you can go to Preferences and you can change everything about that here. These notifications will also work in Shift as all notifications do. You will have that little badge, which you can remove if you do see fit. So you can right click the app here and then unselect Show App Unread Badge. And that will get rid of that if you don't want any distractions there. Thank you so much for listening. That should wrap up everything that we have about Slack within Shift and hopefully answered any questions that you may have had. If you do, however, have any more questions, please feel free to reach out to us at support@tryshift.com, where we will get back to you as soon as possible and we can help with any Slack and Shift needs. Thanks so much. Bye.